Jeremy Malloy, age 38.
Sarah Malloy, age 38.
Weston Malloy, age 7.
Wyatt Malloy, age 12.
Due to Michelle Obama's Healthy, Hunger-Free Kids Act, ever since 2010-2011 school year, participation in the school lunch program has dropped dramatically after more than a decade of growth. For some students, school lunch is all that they can eat during the day because there is not enough support at home. Michelle may think she is solving a problem, but she is making things worse than they ever were before. After eating school lunch, some students may not have a full stomach, so therefore it can affect their learning because their bodies are feeling drained. The well-intentioned signature policy of Michelle Obama is an attempt to stem childhood obesity and hunger by providing healthier school lunches. Michelle wanted to stop obesity, but she forced students not to eat as much as needed throughout the day. There should at least be a better compromise between healthy food and getting the right amount of foods we need each day. Think about the food triangle. Are we really getting enough proteins and carbs? Being an athlete, I am one of the people that this negatively affects. I no longer eat school lunch because it does not fill me up. Instead, I bring food from home. After eating school lunch, I was still starving, almost as if it's like I had nothing to eat at all. Athletes like me need enough food to help our energy level stay at a steady rate. My parents spend way too much money on our school lunch. Our school lunch costs $3.25 for the 3 small servings that are served. The day that I did eat school lunch, I wouldn't even eat everything on my tray, especially with the 3 choices offered. There's the main entree, a vegetable, and a fruit. Michelle Obama's Healthy, Hunger-Free Act has wasted money, food, and appetite. One of Michelle's biggest issues with the Hunger-Free Kids Act has put large numbers of money down the drain. According to an official with the USDA's Office of Inspector General, the National School Lunch Program has high rates of improper payments. These improper payments cost taxpayers $2.7 billion in a year. While the law forces the USDA to spend about $12 billion, or roughly twice the amount allotted in 2000 on the program, students are increasingly tossing out the fruits and vegetables now mandated to appear on the trays, regardless of their reception. As it stands, hundreds of districts have severed ties with the program despite the fact that doing so results in a sharp drop in federal fundings. Students are in full revolt against the limited calorie school lunches, while cash-strapped schools are losing gobs of money each year in uneaten lunches. Even though Michelle's plan aims for healthy food, it is unappetizing due to the nutrition standards and abundance of food being thrown away. According to CBS Connecticut, this food plan has required students to take a fruit or vegetable with their lunch, which usually ends up in the trash, causing schools to increase in food waste by 56%. In some parts of the country, the unwanted lunches are being turned to food for pigs. The new standards led to kids throwing out their fruits or vegetables, student boycotts, higher lunch costs, and odd food pairings in order for schools to comply with the complicated rules. The new standards are exhausting, including calorie ranges for each age group, sodium limits, zero tolerance fats, and specific ounce amounts for meats and grains. Kids most likely will eat more fruits and vegetables when they are given the option of which fruit or vegetable to choose from, rather than wasting every bit of it. Students choose not to eat school lunch because they do not like it, which causes them to go hungry most of the day until after school, when they go home and snack on junk food. Students do not eat free, healthy meals at school, then remain hungry during the day, and then walk home to get unhealthy foods Michelle's plan aimed to replace. Instead of providing higher quality, healthy foods, schools are providing smaller portions of the same processed foods they were offered before, keeping them under calorie limit. In result to Michelle Obama's act, families have complained about how much the situation has flipped upside down by wasting food, money, and appetite all at once. Think about how many students this has strongly affected. Most likely way more before she even came up with the idea to end childhood obesity. Michelle has let down families all across the country. Instead of making things better for children like she had hoped, she brought the problem straight to the home environment, which is something she does not even realize. I hope the families find a way to speak up about the efforts caused by this plan and that there can be a better solution. Everyone needs different amounts of food throughout the day because some people are more active than others. The more an athlete conditions their body and sweats, the more their bodies will become empty because their body needs the energy to stay healthy. There has not been a noticeable decline in childhood obesity rates since 2010. These federal policies really are not achieving anything except for creating bloated waistlines and budgets. Childhood obesity should be addressed in homes, not in schools.